Yo, what's going on with you guys, man? So yeah, guys, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's dark as shit outside. A little bit of a word of advice for you guys. If you're planning to work out and like say you have a busy work day and like you're working, please don't decide to go home before you work out. Like literally right after you finish your work, head straight to the gym so you don't have to do what I'm currently doing. Made a mistake. I went straight home after work to unload some things, and next thing you knew, hours went by and I got lazy a little bit. Yeah, guys, ultimately I know I still need to get my workout session in. So yeah, I'm currently at the gym. Luckily, my gym is 24/7 EOS. I'm not sure if you guys know of that gym. Today's gonna be a little bit of shoulders and triceps, so luckily it's nothing super crazy. If it was leg day, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be real with you, I probably would have to postpone that workout. Just kidding. No, I'll still get that workout done regardless. One of the best gyms, I can't lie to you. EOS is one of the best, like, commercial gyms in my opinion. All right, guys, so for me, usually I like to start off my workouts doing some dumbbell seated overhead presses. So as you guys can see, this is going to be my first warm-up set. For me on all my workouts, I like to do one to two working sets, so sets that don't really count. But then once my body is starting to feel warm and I'm ready to go, I try to aim for 4 working sets, like actual really working sets. So that was the first warm-up set. So I think this is a 65 pounder. So for me, I would consider this my first working set. So right now I'm currently on the cutting phase, as you guys may or may not know. I'm in the cutting phase. So the main priority for me is always good, proper form over strength. So I know a lot of people like to ego lift. So these are 70 pounders. So I'm guessing this is my 3rd set. But like I was saying, most people that I realize at the gym, they like to ego lift. For me, I'm past that. Like I said, I'm still in the cutting phase. I'm trying to lose like 20 more pounds of just fat. So I'm always making sure I'm trying to maintain decent amount of strength. So that's the main thing for me when I'm in the gym nowadays. So I have a coach right now who's giving me a workout program I'm following. And yeah, so that's kind of how I'm doing my workouts specifically for me right now in my cutting body recomposition phase. So I'm thinking this is my 3rd set right here on the dumbbell seated shoulder overhead presses. For me, 70 is like my best working set. Now, my next workout I'm doing are some dumbbell lateral raises. I like to do both side raises and then front raises just to get that extra shoulder burn. For me, I try not to go over like 25 pounders for me, because I really want my shoulders to be doing most of the work. So if you guys don't know, if you guys are like dumbbells flying or like doing some lateral raises with like 40 pounders, 35 pounders, I'm pretty sure you know that you're not only solely using your shoulders to do those workouts. So just make sure you know that, just to really activate your shoulders. And here's another shoulder exercise that I'm doing. Some seated, it's basically lateral raises, but just seated. These actually really burn, because you're solely trying to just activate your shoulders, your front delts while doing this. So this is another exercise that I like to do in my workout routine on my shoulder day. So yeah, this is a really good shoulder burning exercise. Like I said, for all my exercises, I'm doing 4 sets, 2 warm-up sets, and then actual working sets are usually 4 working sets that I'm doing. So yeah, this is and I'm doing 10 to 12. I'm always making sure most of my workouts, pretty much all my workouts are at least 10 to 12, 4 sets of 10 to 12. And if 12 is easy, if I can bang out 12 easily, then that was a warm-up set for me. Now here's basically a side view of the same seated shoulder lateral raises. So like I was saying, overall for me, I don't try to over exceed 25 pounders. If I can do 30 pounders, I would try it. But for me, I've noticed that for me to really activate and really solely activate my shoulders and my delts, when I'm doing any type of lateral raises movements, 20 to 25 pounders are the sweet spot. Now, the next shoulder exercise that I do is going to be these cable machines. I love these cable machines to do some cable flies. I'm not sure what the actual terminology is for this exercise, but you guys can see what it is. Basically, they're just lateral raises with cables pretty much overall. So, like I said, for these, I don't go super heavy. Mainly going for a volume, but just trying to make sure I'm getting the right muscle activation when I'm doing these muscle workouts, so making sure I'm really activating my front delts and my shoulders. Ultimately, that's the main goal for me, is to prioritize proper form and really making sure I'm activating the muscles. So for me, this is going to be my first tricep movement exercise for today, the V-bar press downs. So I love using this exercise for all my tricep workouts. Anytime I have a tricep day, this is always going to be a staple for me because I can really activate my triceps doing this exercise. But for me, on this exercise, I'm going pretty heavy. I know for a fact I can pretty much clear this whole entire rack for at least 5 to 10. But since I'm still trying to go for form and prioritizing form and higher volumes, I would say I'm just like doing what I really can to push myself to do 10 to 15 since I'm doing higher volume. And then I superset that with these single arm ones too, with these single arms overhead with the cables, just because I'm here already. So I just like to superset that to really get that extra tricep burn. So do one side, as you guys can see, flip over to the other side, do the same thing, 10 to 12. Yeah, man, that's kind of how I do my tricep exercises on my tricep days when I'm doing that. So this is kind of what I do on those days. Now, another tricep exercise that I do is I do this either on a bench, just like with the V-bar barbells, or you can do it with this machine. A lot of gyms don't have this machine, but if you guys can do it with this machine, that's cool. But luckily, this gym had it, so I use this. But if a gym doesn't have it, I usually do the flat version where you're just laying down on the bench and just having a V-bar and just doing the same tricep exercise. It's really good, obviously, for the triceps. So again, 4 sets, 10 to 12 is usually what I go for. But as you guys can see, me right now using the machine, it helps a lot just to like stabilize your arms and all that. So I like this machine. All right, so for me, this is my last tricep exercise, the seated overhead tricep pressing. I guess that's what it's called. So yeah, same thing here. I'm doing 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps. I'm not gonna lie, I don't go super heavy because like for me, I don't even know how to get this weight up. So doing this with no assistance is really challenging. So I don't go super heavy. I think 70 pounders or 80 pounders are the max I would ever go. Especially now, like I said, since I'm on a cutting phase. When I'm bulking, I may go higher in weight. But for the meantime, I only just do 70 pounders, 75, 80 pounders on this pressing movement. Just because, like I said, it's really hard for me to get this weight up. And then for me, a finisher, my last exercise I'm doing, basically a cool down exercise, is just some crunches. I do some crunches. I start off just like with the body weight, then I obviously put some weight on. Trying to do this to basically finish up my workout. Overall, it was a good workout day, I would say. Got a good pushing movement with some shoulders exercising done. Again, this is a night workout. I'm not gonna lie, the gym was pretty packed for like a 9 p.m. workout session.